we can't handhold them through everything, but we do need to give them the tools and the resources that
Mhm.
they need.
I would say another one, similar, is offer new responsibility and freedom in response to obedience and respect. And so they understand there's an economy of the house, which is the same as the whole world.
Mhm.
Right? And that is you earn freedom and you earn responsibility by faithfulness, by trust. And so you let them understand that this is what's happening in our relationship and in our home. And if you earn trust and if you're faithful to do your work and whatever else you need to do, then I'm going to give you more freedom.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let you do things the way that you want to do them or make your own choices because you're faithful with the basics. But if you can't manage yourself and you continue to disrespect or whatever, then you're not gaining freedom and you're not gaining new responsibility, which of course we want our kids to understand that freedom and responsibility is to serve others, not to
Right.
serve themselves. And so you just help them understand this is what's happening right now. I had a conversation with my son just the other day, and I had to say, you're not really earning my trust right now. And, you're really dependent on me still right now to give you freedom. You want to get your driver's license, you want to work, you want to do these things. You're going to have to move forward in earning trust and in being faithful with the responsibilities you have before you expand and get more freedom. I'm not just going to dump freedom on you when you're not being faithful with what you have. And this is a biblical principle, right? This
Sure.
is how it works. And so you help them understand what's happening and what's going on, and they have choices to make. Am I going to do that or not? And fortunately, my son said, "Okay, you're right. Where do we start? Where do we go? What do I do?" And that was the moment of, okay, we're doing discipleship this time. It's great, so I would give him the tips and the direction of let's move in this direction.
Yeah.
And he's
I
ready
like
to
that you talk about giving him the tips, and helping to direct him, because I think oftentimes we tell our kids, you're not doing it right, but then we don't tell them how to do it right. This is one of the principles that Ginger Hubbard talks about all the time is training our children. It's not just correction. When our
Mhm.
3-year-old, we tell our 3-year-old to put away their toys and they don't really know how they're supposed to be put away or where
Yeah.
they're supposed to go. We come alongside of our 3-year-old and we say, okay, we take this toy and we put it in this bin. This one goes in this bin. And we train them, literally physically train them on
Mhm.
how to do it the right way. Well, it's the same with a 16-year-old, right? We have to teach them. We cannot assume. Now, obviously, our kids are not stupid. And as they grow older, they know how to do some things,
Mhm.
right? They know how to do a lot of things, and some things they can figure out on their own. But I think oftentimes there are times where we expect our kids to know what to do
Mhm.
because it seems obvious to us, but we really need to help them. We need to give them the list. We need to give them whatever resource they need
Right.
to be able to accomplish what we're expecting of them and what we're asking them to do. We are in a similar situation with the driving thing now. Brooklyn wants, of course, to start getting her driver's license and start driving. And so I said to her, well, that's great. Um, we are not opposed to you driving at all, but you have to figure it out, all of it. I'm not doing any of the research for you. I'm not figuring any of it out, because if you want the responsibility of being behind the wheel and driving on a road with people's lives in your hands, you have to be
Surely you can do a
responsible
little
enough.
research.
Right. You have to be
You figure
responsible
it
enough
out.
to
That's right.
figure out what you need to accomplish in order to get that little
Right.
card that says you can drive legally. And so she's like, okay, I'll figure it out. And so she is. And, we can't handhold them through everything, but we do need to give them the tools and the resources that
Mhm.
they need. And again, as parents, we have the opportunity to do that. And as homeschool parents, we have a greater opportunity because we're with our kids more.
Mhm.
And so we get to walk alongside of them
Guide them. That's
day
right.
by day, all
Mhm.
hours of the day, and help them navigate through this crazy thing called life, right? I mean, even you look at how many adults don't even know how to navigate through life and are struggling with it themselves. You're just like, oh man, you need help. I wish someone had helped you when you were younger.